security lapses which the police will be looking into, and what are the statements coming in from the YSRCP at this point in time?
Well, Samiksha, definitely what we are being told is that right now the police officials are investigating into the matter, and also the security here in Kandakur has been beefed up, as we also have been speaking. The whole area here in Kandakur where the incident had taken place last night, now security has been beefed up here. Extra forces have been put in place, and so that no untoward situation would take place any further. But also now when we are talking right now, I would show here this is the convoy of TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu. Well, in some time from now, TDP Chief is expected to come out, and then he will be moving towards the villages, and also he will be meeting every family member of the deceased. Every village he will be visiting and handing over the checks personally. Definitely he also states that this is a huge loss for the party, and party continues to stand by. We will provide all the assistance whichever they need, and also at the same time what we have been seeing is that the blame game has now began, where YSRCP has been blaming the TDP for holding the roadshow in such narrow roads. But yes, also when we talk about the security, there were police personals which were deployed there, but large number of people, thousands of people gathered for the roadshow of the TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu. And also this was not the first time where Chandrababu Naidu was holding roadshows. Since last few months, TDP Chief has been holding roadshows in various areas, in various constituencies. He has been holding public meetings as well, and this is in the run-up to the 2024 Assembly elections here in the state of Andhra Pradesh.
All right, Aneri, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So, Aneri, they're reporting live from Nellore after that stampede which happened last evening, in which 8 people lost their lives. For now, moving on to more breaking news coming in. This one in relation to a big measure that's been taken by the Election Commission in relation to this is in relation to remote voting, in which a nod has been given by the poll panel, the Election Commission of India, saying that it is ready to pilot remote voting for domestic migrants, and has also developed a prototype multi-constituency remote electronic voting machine, or the RVM. So big move there by the Election Commission, having given its nod for remote voting. Now this would be for the migrants, and it is in fact a prototype of remote electronic voting machine for domestic migrant voters, and has invited political parties for a demonstration as well on 16th of January. So a nod has been given, and political parties have also been invited for a demonstration of this voting pattern, which would be a remote voting, which would take place for the migrants. Piyush Ori joining us from the national capital. Piyush, that's in fact a big move. Once it gets a go-ahead, if you could give us more details how exactly it's going to function. We also understand it is for the migrants, of course, this prototype voting.
So you rightly mentioned, Samiksha, that this is actually a very big move, and this is actually a very big innovative concept that has been introduced by Election Commission. Now, this was made in order to make sure that all the domestic migrant workers that used to often miss out the opportunity of voting will now be able to get the chance to vote even if they are outside their own state. So this is actually a very big step, a very innovative concept, and now all eyes will be on January 16 when Election Commission is going to invite several political parties for this demonstration. If this works out, it will be a boon for several of the domestic migrant workers who used to be coming out from their states and used to miss out the opportunity of this election process where they never used to vote. So if this works out, this is actually going to be a big step, and again, one of the major steps in our democracy. Back to you in the studio.
Piyush, stay with us. A follow-up question. We understand that the poll panel has floated a concept note on remote voting and has sought the views of the political parties in relation to what could be the challenges that lie ahead when it comes to implementing that remote voting. What are those challenges, or as well as those technical and administrative challenges that the poll panel would be looking into once this gets implemented?
So you rightly say, Samiksha, that even though it's a very big move, it's a very innovative concept, the main challenge to begin with for the Election Commission officials will be to make sure that this new concept gets learnt by the voters, and the benefits of this also gets learnt by the voters, because this is actually a new concept. So, and this is going to be first implemented in the experimentation phase. So before the concept is going to be introduced to the voters per se, it is also going to be demonstrated to the political parties. Their views are going to be sought, and from there on, if all works fine, it is going to be implemented on a big scale in several states which has a large population of domestic migrant workers. So yes, to begin with, it's a very innovative concept, but now the major challenge for the Election Commission would be to implement this concept on the ground. Back to you in the studio.
Yes, Piyush, stay with us, and just to talk to our viewers a little, giving a recap of this particular remote electronic voting, which has been given a go-ahead, a nod of sorts that has been given by the Election Commission. A big move, of course, coming in which we are now given to understand that the Election Commission has developed a prototype of remote electronic voting machine for domestic migrant voters, and has even invited political parties for the demonstration of the same on 16th of January. In fact, the poll panel has also floated a concept note on remote voting and has sought the views of political parties on the legal, administrative as well as technical challenges in implementing this. The multi-constituency remote EVM developed by the public sector undertaking can handle up to 72 constituencies from a single remote polling booth. After focus on youth and urban apathy, remote voting will be transformational initiative for strengthening participation in electoral democracy. Piyush Shori getting us those details. Piyush, thank you for the moment. So remains to be seen how exactly is this implemented. But of course, seems like a welcome move by the Election Commission in which remote voting would take place of the migrants. And more newsbreak coming in, this one in relation to the encounter which happened yesterday in the Sidra area of Jammu, in which 4 terrorists were neutralized. In fact, intel sources have informed that 4 terrorists who were neutralized by the forces were linked to the Jaish outfit. The modus operandi has also been accessed, in which we're given to understand that Jaish top commander Ashaq Maulvi is the mastermind behind the conspiracy. Remember, a major terror bid was foiled in the Sidra area of Jammu, in which 4 terrorists were neutralized. We are also given to understand that Jaish top commander Ashaq Maulvi was the mastermind behind this conspiracy. Gursimran getting us those breaking updates. Gursimran, if you could give us more details of what sources are telling you about this major terror bid that was foiled yesterday.
Yes, what we're getting to know from the sources that it was Ashaq Maulvi sitting in the Pakistan who was the mastermind. Now, some sources were saying that it could possibly be that he was part of this 4 terrorists who came here, but what the agencies are informing that he was not part of it. The DNA samples of all the 4 killed terrorists have now been taken, and also one more thing that has come into force, that the total 8 big weapons, 7 AK rifles and 1 M4 rifle, assault rifle was being carried by these terrorists who have been utilized by the security forces. 4 weapons were to be kept by them. 4 were to be handed over to the other terrorists in the Kashmir Valley, included the M4 rifle that was to be given to some top commander of Jaish-e-Mohammed in the Kashmir Valley. But yesterday, in this very place of the Sidra, this encounter took place. This is the truck in which those terrorists were traveling, and I'll request Sarjivan to show you this bag of this grass they were carrying in, and this is the kathua made. So it possibly suggests that they loaded this truck from the Kathua area, and somewhat there only the terrorists transferred or shifted to this consignment. This means that highly possible that the terrorists probably would have arrived from Punjab or from Jammu somewhere, but they gathered and they entered this truck only somewhere near Kathua or after that. So now the agencies are looking into every possible angle, but what has come into fore is Ashaq Nehru, that he is the one who is the mastermind of this. Ashok Nehru is the same person who was in the 2018 Katra encounter also, wherein he carried out, wherein he was taking a group of terrorists to the Kashmir Valley. His brother Riaz was in the truck that was intercepted by the security forces. He was traveling behind that truck, managed to escape. In that encounter, 3 terrorists were killed, and the brother of Ashok Nehru, Riaz Nehru, was arrested by the security forces. He is at present in the jail, and they admitted when during investigation and intercepts that the police located that 12 sorties of the terrorists, or probably 48 terrorists, were taken to the Kashmir Valley before 2018 Nagrota encounter. So this was another such attempt by Ashok Nehru, sitting in the Pakistan, working on the behest of the top commanders of Jaish-e-Mohammed to carry these terrorists from Jammu to the Kashmir Valley, but was foiled as security forces intercepted and blown that truck in which these terrorists were traveling in.
Gursimran, stay with us. If you can talk to us more about this mastermind, the park handler, Jaish top commander, who was seems to be the mastermind behind this attack, behind this terror bid that was, of course, foiled by the forces. Tell us more about this mastermind, and also about this location where these terrorists were neutralized. We understand it's the same location where a grenade attack was reported a few days back.
Yes, first coming to the Ashok Nehru, who is also known as Ashok Bolvi. He is from the Rajpura area of the Pulwama. He is an active terrorist since 2008. Earlier, he was affiliated to the Lashkar-e-Toiba outfit. Later, he shifted to Jaish-e-Mohammed and was given the task of carrying the terrorists from the international border to the Kashmir Valley. He, along with his brother, carried 12 sorties of terrorists, almost group of 3 to 4 terrorists in each sortie from Jammu to the Kashmir Valley. On their 30th trip that they were carrying, they were intercepted, and 3 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed were killed by the security forces. Those who entered from the Kathua district to Jammu and then were heading to the Kashmir Valley. That encounter happened in the Riyasi district, in the Katra police station. It was on 2018. And since then, the Riaz was arrested. Ashok Nehru managed to exfiltrate to the Pakistan. Now, this is the same place where the grenade attack has taken place. I'll request Sarjivan to show you a 360-degree view, because this is the place where this truck is. Actually, the encounter has taken place at the mid of the road, where the truck was stopped and then the driver fled away. That police post that is at some distance, that is the place where the grenade attack had actually happened 3 weeks back, where a grenade was lobbed at the security forces by the unknown terrorist. And since then, there have been massive searches that were going on, but then came this person. The intercept that were located by the intelligence agency shared with Jammu and Kashmir police that there is a high possibility of a group of terrorists that is trying to sneak in from the Pakistan to Indian side and then to the Kashmir Valley. And that intercept was taken very seriously by the J&K police, developed, and then this encounter has taken place, in which 4 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed have been neutralized, though the identification is yet to be ascertained. But what it seems is primarily that all 4 are Pakistani terrorists.
All right, Gursimran, thank you so much for the moment. So, Gursimran getting us those exclusive details of the park link that has emerged, and the Jaish outfit that was the commander of the Jaish outfit, who was the mastermind of this terror bid that was foiled by the forces yesterday. Not just this, remember, 8 weapons have been recovered in this operation which was carried out yesterday, in which 4 terrorists were neutralized. News in brief, the NI has raided homes of members of banned organization PFI. The raids reportedly took place at 56 locations all across the state. The homes of second-tier leaders of the organization and PFI trainers were raided at around 2 a.m. 1 dead as a passenger vehicle rolled down from the National Highway 44 at Ramban district of J&K. The deceased has been identified as a vehicle driver who was travelling alone. Rescue operation is underway to recover the body of the deceased. At least 8 people were killed and 5 others sustained injuries in a stampede during TDP Supremo Chandrababu Naidu's roadshow in Nellore district of Andhra. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees to be given to the next of the kin of each deceased who lost their lives in the TDP roadshow stampede, while the injured would be given 50,000 rupees each. Indian ambassador to the United Nations, Ruchira Kamboj, asserted that India has never hesitated in raising its voice against the common enemies of humanity, further adding that the UNSC is deeply alarmed by Taliban's prohibition of women and girls from attending universities.
A presidential statement on counter-terrorism in December during the course of our current presidency, which emphasized several of the points from the 8-point action plan that was proposed by the External Affairs Minister last year. For instance, the Council this time condemned cross-border terrorist attacks, called on all member states to summon the requisite political will to denounce all acts of terrorism, urged member states to ensure that listing and delisting proposals of individuals and entities under Security Council sanctions are evidence-based, reaffirmed member states' obligations to prevent and suppress the financing of terrorist acts.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah will sound the Assembly poll bugle in Karnataka. Shah is scheduled to arrive in Bengaluru today. Trouble has mounted for former MD and CEO of ICICI Bank Chanda Kochhar, her husband Deepak Kochhar and Videocon CEO Venugopal Dhoot as their CBI custody ends today. All three of them will be produced before the CBI court. And in more news coming in, this one in relation to the COVID cases being reported across the country. In the latest Punjab University, from Punjab University, Chandigarh hosteler has now tested positive for COVID-19. We're given to understand that the student has a travel history. He had recently visited New York for academic assignment and has been put under quarantine for now. The student was tested positive at the airport when he landed in the national capital. So a US returnee now testing positive in Punjab. He's been put under quarantine. The student was tested positive at the test that was done as he landed in the national capital. Amandeep joining us live right now. Amandeep, good morning. If you could give us more details of this case that has been reported. Have the samples been sent for the genome sequencing?
Well, absolutely, Samiksha. The entire protocol is being followed by the health department in Chandigarh. Just because he's a student of Punjab University and he's a research scholar of a department. And in fact, recently he visited to New York for some academic assignment. And when he returned to the national capital, when he landed, he was having a flu-like symptoms. So airport authorities has take the sample for the COVID-19, and in fact, he has tested positive. And even yesterday, a report came out that he has been tested positive, though he was a hostler. And now university authorities has put him in the quarantine position in a separate place. And even they have also informed the health department as well as the local MC. And now the contact tracing is being done by the MC and the health department, and even his samples has also been taken for the further process. Just because this is the first case and in fact he's a hostler, now the contact tracing is being conducted by the local MC that whom he met when he returned, and even who all came into his contact, just because his exposure was quite big as he was staying in hostel and even having a food in the mess, using the toilets that is commonly used in the boys hostel. So that's the reason the situation and the entire process is being followed by the health department of Chandigarh. And even now the Punjab University authorities have made a separate place for his quarantine. Until the time he remains under the quarantine, he will have to stay at that place only. Yes.
All right. Amandeep, thank you for the moment. So Amandeep getting us those details of the person who's returned from the US who's now tested positive for COVID-19. All right, slipping into a very short break for now. Do not go anywhere. Lots coming up on the other side of this very short break. Sensational details emerged in Tunisha's death case. Family claims Shehzan deleted chats after breakup. Following Taliban's crackdown on women, Afghan women fight back. From Herat to Kabul, women take to streets now.
in association with Bisleri Limonata.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
समय कभी किसी का इंतजार नहीं करता। देर न कीजिए, यह आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ टैक्स ही है जो आज देश को सुरक्षित और समृद्ध बना रहा है। शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधाओं को देश के कोने कोने तक पहुंचा रहा है। करदाता कृपया ध्यान दें, यदि आपने अब तक निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल नहीं की है, तो लेट फीस के साथ 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक आप अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते हैं। और यदि आपने निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न ड्यू डेट से पहले फाइल की थी, तो आप अपनी रिवाइज्ड रिटर्न बिना लेट फीस के 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक फाइल कर सकते हैं। याद रखें, निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की टैक्स रिटर्न भरने की अंतिम तिथि है 31 दिसंबर 2022। प्रत्येक आयकरदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to long-term complications and damage your heart, eyes, kidney and nerves if remains untreated.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Thanks for staying tuned to Republic. We are live and breaking. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. We have a lot lined up for you with the next half an hour. Let's get started with the top headlines this Thursday morning. At least 8 reported deaths, several others critical as TDP roadshow turns into a tragedy in Nellore. After Congress letter over Rahul Gandhi's security, CRPF rubbishes claims, says all arrangements in place. Mega NI swooped down on banned radical outfit PFI early morning raids across 56 locations in Kerala. Big focus on the 3,000 crore loan fraud case as coachers and Dhoot are to be produced. In fact, have been produced in court now. Sensational details emerge in Tunisha's death case. Family claims Shehzan deleted chats after breakup. Following Taliban's crackdown on women, Afghan women fight back from Herat to Kabul. Women take to streets now. All right, we start with a big focus this morning in relation to the 3,000 crore loan fraud case. We're now given to understand that Venu Gopal Dhoot as well as Chanda Kochar and her husband Deepak Kochar have now been produced before the court. So these are the details that are just trickling in. All three have been produced before the court. In fact, remember this, of course, is in relation to the 3,000 crore scam. Latest, we are given to understand that the CBI is likely to not seek further custody of the Kochars and Venu Gopal Dhoot, Videocon co-founder. So the news break this hour is that the three have been, the three accused in the 3,000 crore Videocon loan fraud case have been produced in court, and also that the CBI is unlikely to seek a further custody of Kochars and Venu Gopal Dhoot. So the details that are just trickling in relation to the ICICI Videocon loan fraud case in which coacher Chanda Kocher, her husband Venu Gopal Dhoot are in the dock in relation to a fraud amounting to 3,000 crore rupees. Alright, these visuals that we are putting right now on the screens are from Nellore, where Chandrababu Naidu's posters have been put out. Remember, this comes just a day after the stampede was reported in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, in which 8 people lost their lives. Those visuals of banners that have been put out in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh. Remember, the stampede has claimed lives of 8 people, several others who are currently being treated in government hospitals. So yes, a tragic and a very unfortunate incident to have unfolded in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, in which 8 people lost their lives. The deadly stampede during the roadshow that was being held by the YSRCP chief Chandrababu Naidu. This, of course, after multiple people had fallen into that canal, a lot of questions being raised as to whether there was a security lapse, what really led to the stampede in the first place, which claimed lives of 8 people. Reaction coming in from Chandrababu Naidu. Let's quickly listen in.
No, I don't want to. No, hear me. Yesterday I made it very clear. Today I am going there. There I am going to respond. That is enough, no? Why again I have to talk now? No, there is a very sad incident. I am feeling very sorry about it. This is the program I have given. నాగేశ్వరరావు అందరూ క్లియర్ చేయండి కొంచెం మీరు క్లియర్ చేయండి ప్రెస్ వాళ్ళు క్లియర్ చేయండి
From Chandrababu Naidu on the stampede which happened last evening, in which 8 people lost their lives. There are lapses, of course, which are being looked into by the police at this point in time. Aneri reporting live from Nellore. Aneri, if you could just sum it up for us, there is reaction coming in from Chandrababu Naidu on the stampede last evening.
Well, that's right, Samiksha. This is the first reaction of TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu coming in from Nellore, where he has stated that this is a very sad incident which has been reported, and we stand by the family of the deceased. And also now you can see here, as we continue to report Chandrababu Naidu, any time from now, he is going to go and meet the victims' family, the deceased who lost their life. Here, he is Chandrababu Naidu here on our frame. As we have been reporting from here, Chandrababu Naidu from here is directly going to visit the deceased family members, and also at the same time we see that TDP chief along with his party cadres will be moving from here. Well, he has announced an ex gratia of rupees 10 lakhs, and also other facilities will be provided, is what TDP chief has said. And this is the first reaction which we just played out, where TDP chief said that it is a very sad incident which has been reported. And also now we see that Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has also announced an ex gratia, where now TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu and the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh is leaving right now from his base camp, and he will be moving and meeting the family members of the deceased. He will be handing over the check to the financial assistance checks to the family members. And also, as we have been reporting from here, from Kandakur, where the incident has been reported. 8 people lost their life and 6 others have been injured in this incident. And also at the same time, not to forget, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also announced in compensation of 2 lakh to the to each of the family who lost their life, and also 50,000 rupees to the injured. Now we'll have to wait and watch what will be the next move, because what we are being told is that TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu will be holding a public meeting today evening in another area, but we will have to wait for a confirmation in that regard. But yes, as of now, a tragic incident which is being coming in from Kandakur, where roadshow turned into a tragic incident.
Also, Aniri, we understand that a political fight has ensued between the TDP and the YSRCP also over this. If you can take us through the reactions coming in from the YSRCP leaders on this stampede.
Well, Samiksha, definitely now the blame game has been put in place, where we see that YSRCP leaders have been hitting out at the TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu, because they have been saying that the roads here in Kandakur are very narrow, and it is very, very sad that all these things were not looked into, and that is one of the reasons why this incident has taken place, is what YSRCP leaders have to say. But also at the same time, we see that there were thousands of people who came in large number for the TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu's roadshow here in Kandakur, and leading to a stampede-like situation. There was an open drain, and many people are said to be fallen in that, and that led to this incident where 8 people lost their life.
All right, Aniri, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So that reaction coming in from TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu on the stampede which happened last evening, in which 8 people lost their lives. The security lapses currently being probed and looked into by the police. We do not really know the exact cause as to what really resulted in that stampede in the first place. For now, moving on to more news coming in from Kerala. All right, news break coming in relation to the raids, NI raids, which have been happening since early morning in Kerala. Sources now telling Republic that these NI raids are being carried out to stop regrouping efforts. This after being told that the PFI is attempting to circumvent ban, stopped and mob-up operation there currently happening by the NI in Kerala. Sources even telling Republic that the raids are to ensure PFI does not reorganize itself. This, of course, after little over a month after the PFI was banned by the centre. So, sources telling Republic that there were inputs that the second round of PFI leadership was regrouping, and that there was an attempt being made to circumvent the ban on the organization imposed by the MHA in September. Today's raids are a mop-up operation to prevent any future resurfacing of PFI in other form. So remember, the PFI outfit was banned in September by the Ministry of Home Affairs, following which we're given to understand, sources telling Republic that the raids are being carried out to stop regrouping efforts by the PFI leaders. Ashwin joining us live for more on that. Ashwin, if you could throw more light on this, sources telling that there could be an attempt by the PFI leaders to regroup and attempt to circumvent ban by the PFI leaders.
The NIA is doing its job by continuing its investigation based on the evidences that has been collected over the time. Ever since the ban that they implemented, the centre implemented the ban, at least 100 of the initial leaders of the Popular Front of India have been taken into custody, and the interrogation is going on different spots, including in Kochi, in Delhi and various other places. Now, based on the interrogation, what has been done, certain more information need to be ascertained, and that is why today we see another set of raid that has happened in 56 locations across Kerala, where some of these second-tier members of the Popular Front of India, their homes have been raided, their devices have been taken into custody. Now, why this raid holds significance is the reason that once the ban has been put into place, the NIA also has to ensure that all the information with regard to the alleged nefarious activities of the Popular Front of India be collected on a timely basis. as they had submitted in the court documents, where they say that some of the members of the Popular Front have been associated with accused in the proscribed terrorist organizations like the ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Number two, they also come out in the document which states that the Popular Front of India has even created a secret wing within the organization where they track and they track people who are outside of the community and also keep specific targets. They had a hit list also. Now all these put into question has all this when it comes into the ambit of the NIA, they have to look into the fund flow, the international connection, the Hawala inflow, as well as various organizations that are associated with it. So it is easy for an organization like the Popular Front of India to have an informal arrangement because they already have a network of people through various WhatsApp groups. Although today we spoke to one of the PFI members, he said all the WhatsApp group have been deactivated. They have to, it's easy for an organization like the Popular Front of India to regroup, especially at a time when you say that they already have a network, they have a political element also, like the SDPI is there, which cannot be banned at the moment because it's a political entity. And so all these are some of the difficulties which the NIA will have. At the same time, they have to ensure that the group does not regroup in any other manner. But saying that today 56 locations have been raided. 9 locations in Kannur, 7 locations in Kozhikode, 6 locations in Wayanad, 12 locations in suburbs of Kochi, 6 locations in Kottayam district, 3 locations in Kollam district, 3 locations in Thiruvananthapuram, the capital city, as well as over 5 locations in Pathanamthitta district. So huge raid is going on. What the outcome of the raid will be known when the NIA submits its document in front of the court based on the findings that they did as part of the raid.
All right, Ashwin, thank you so much for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So sources telling Republic that there could be an attempt to regroup by the PFI. This, of course, months after the MHA banned outfit PFI in a bid to crack down on terror activities. Slipping into a very short break for now, but do not go anywhere. We have a lot of news breaks coming up on the other side of this very short break. After Congress letter over Rahul Gandhi's security, CRPF rubbishes claims, says all arrangements in place remain. And sensational details emerge in Tunisha's death case. Family claims Shehzan deleted chats after breakup.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ। मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का।
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, NPS में।
NPS में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
NPS कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना NPS अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। NPS में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
For how long will you continue being tensed about the future? Pension can free you from future's tension. With LIC's new Pension Plus, make your own pension plan because this plan creates market-linked wealth for your future. Moreover, this plan comes with guaranteed additions and also offers various options for receiving pension so that you grow young and tension-free. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
All right, more news break coming in. This one from J&K, where the security forces have launched search operations in the forest area of Sidra, the very same location where 4 terrorists were neutralized by the Jawans yesterday. In fact, those are the visuals right now coming in of 4 terrorists, beg your pardon, from that forest area where the forces have launched searches in the same location to nab the truck driver who escaped yesterday in the Sidra encounter. Gursimran, of course, joining us from that location. Gursimran, if you could give us more details, what you're getting from your sources about this truck driver, whose role here is a question to be answered. What is happening at this point? We understand sources there trying to nab that truck driver who escaped the spot yesterday.
Yes, Samiksha. Right now we are in the forest area of Bajalta where the searches have been launched by the Special Operations Group of the Jammu and Kashmir Police where the intensified searches are underway here in the forest area. And since this is one of the being intensified thick cover of the foliage here, the security forces are ensuring that every nook and corner of this forest is searched thoroughly because this is the area where there is a high possibility that the terrorist sympathizer who was driving the truck possibly escaped from that very area and could be hiding in this forest area, and that's why there are intensified searches that are being launched. They are ensuring that each and every inch of this very area is thoroughly searched, and only then this area is being given a clearance. Since this area is a forested area, one of the dense forests are here. That's why the Jammu and Kashmir Police and the other security forces are giving nothing a chance. Because you see, right now, if Sajeevan can show you that one can hide easily, taking the garb of these big bushes that have grown, and it becomes really very difficult for the security forces to find out if someone is hiding. Since this is a kind of foliage here, thick foliage that has grown in the winters here, and that's why the intensified search operations are on. 4 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed have been neutralized by the security forces, and this has been the modus operandi of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, that if some truck driver is caught or is on the verge of getting caught by the security forces, they ensure that the driver manages to flee from the spot. That has already happened in the previous encounters, and similar thing is happening here as the searches continue in the Sidra forest area to find out the truck driver who escaped yesterday from the encounter in Sidra. For more, stay tuned to Republic TV.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
ये सामने फ्यूल पंप है, वहां से ले लें।
जी सर। सर फ्यूल तो पिछले पंप में भी मिल जाता, इंडियन ऑयल में ऐसा क्या है?
कुछ है स्पेशल, खुद ही देख लेना।
स्पेशल?
अरे इंडियन ऑयल की तो बात ही कुछ और है।
जरा देखिए, फ्यूल तो बराबर डाल रहे हैं।
अरे यहाँ कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन है, मतलब प्योर और पूरा दोनों ही। इन सेंट्रली मॉनिटर्ड मशीन्स की एक एक रीडिंग का हिसाब है यहाँ पर। क्या हुआ?
सर बिल।
हाँ बिल हो गया।
वाह सर।
क्या है ना, इंडियन ऑयल की बात ही कुछ और है। इंडियन ऑयल, पहले इंडियन फिर ऑयल।
All right, we begin with news break coming in. This one from Mumbai, where additional forces have been deployed ahead of New Year's Eve. This in wake of the rising concerns over COVID. In fact, we're given to understand that officials, including the Mumbai Police Commissioner, who has now deployed 25 DCPs, 7 additional CPs, 1,500 officers, around 10,000 policemen, along with 46 platoon CRPF, 3 RCP across the city ahead of 31st of December. We'll try and get more details of the arrangements being made, but additional forces having been deployed ahead of festivities in Mumbai. And we're given to understand that on special instruction of the Mumbai Police Commissioner, 25 DCPs, 7 additional CPs, 1,500 officers and around 10,000 policemen have been deployed across the city. And tracking the other story very closely from Rajasthan, where Rajendra Singh Guha, Rajasthan Minister, has exposed his own government, calling out his own government. This is in relation to the paper leak case, where he has said, speaking to Republic, that the government has failed and that protection is being given to the paper mafia in the state. Meanwhile, a face-off has ensued between the BJP and the Congress over the Rajasthan Mantri calling out his own government. Let's listen into that exclusive conversation where the Rajasthan Minister has called out the Ashok Gehlot government.
पूरा हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। सर, अंदर अधिवेशन में आप गए, बातचीत हुई, क्या बात
चल रहा है? सुझाव वगैरह चल रहे हैं।
आपने पेपरों को लेकर के, पेपर लीक प्रकरण को लेकर के
राजस्थान के अंदर हमारे जो एग्जाम के पेपर जो लीक हो रहे हैं बच्चों के, इसमें हमारे नौजवानों के अंदर, पूरे नौजवानों में लाखों की संख्या के बाद उनमें हताशा है, निराशा है और आक्रोश है। इससे बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होगा, ये हम सही नहीं करा पा रहे।
कौन है इन पेपर लीक प्रकरण के पीछे, कौन लोग हैं?
बिना हमारी एजेंसियों की मिलीभगत के हो ही नहीं सकता।
अच्छा, कुछ लोगों का आरोप है कि सरकार के कुछ लोग हैं शामिल जो इस पेपर लीक प्रकरण में अंदर तक।
इसमें जो सीधा मैं बताऊं, इस मामले के अंदर हमारी एजेंसियों की मिलीभगत के बिना ये नहीं हो सकता।
अच्छा, आप खुद मंत्री हैं और सरकार को खुद कटघरे में खड़ा कर रहे हैं, आप मानते हैं कि हाँ गहलोत
मंत्री क्या करेगा? हम एग्जाम नहीं करा पा रहे, पेपर आउट हो रहे हैं, ये हमारा फेलियर है।
सरकार का फेलियर रहा, अशोक गहलोत का फेलियर।
मैं सरकार में मंत्री नहीं हो गया, हमारा फेलियर है, सरकार का।
सर, अंदर अधिवेशन में आप गए, बातचीत हुई, क्या बात? आपने पेपरों को लेकर के, पेपर लीक प्रकरण को लेकर के
राजस्थान के अंदर हमारे जो एग्जाम के पेपर जो लीक हो रहे हैं बच्चों के, इसमें हमारे नौजवानों के अंदर, पूरे नौजवानों में लाखों की संख्या के बाद उनमें हताशा है, निराशा है और आक्रोश है। इससे बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होगा।
All right, we'll continue to track that story very closely. Slipping into a very short break, coming up on the other side, big focus on the 3,000 crore loan fraud case as coaches and youth produced in court again.
in association with Bisleri Limonata.
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle, but for a law enforcement, this is not a game.
Explain it to us, detective.
Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
It is important to keep your HbA1c in the target range of 6.5 to 7% to avoid complications.
With Beto's Diabetes Care program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
বাহ, বাইরে সিকিউরিটি আর নিজের বাড়িতে এইসব।
दादा बचा लिया आपने।
बेफिक्र कोलकाता जाओ, इंटरव्यू अच्छा ही होगा।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल। एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
Viewers, you're watching India's #1 news channel, Republic TV. I am Shivangi Shukla. We're getting you a lot of top updates, including what happened where 8 people have been reported dead after they had, a couple of people reported dead after they had cough syrup in Uzbekistan. That's a top story. We'll get you all the updates, but first the headlines we're tracking right now. Many reported dead, several others critical as TDP roadshow turns into a tragedy in Nellore. After Congress letter over Rahul Gandhi's security, CRPF rubbishes claims, says all arrangements in place. Mega NIA swoop down on banned radical outfit PFI. Early morning raids across 56 locations in Kerala. Big focus on 3,000 crore loan fraud case as coaches and Dhoot are produced in court once again. Sensational details emerge in Tunisha case. Family claims that Shazan deleted chats after breakup. Following Taliban's crackdown on women, Afghan women fight back from Herat to Kabul. Women take to the streets now. All right, viewers, we're getting some big breaking coming in right now. Remember that there has been some claims made by Uzbekistan that 18 children, many children have died after they consumed a cough syrup manufactured in India. Now, we're getting some more details coming in where we are learning India has sought a detailed report. I repeat, India has sought a detailed report from Uzbekistan on the children who died due to drug overdose and an inquiry launched by the Central Drugs Organization. Furthermore, pending inquiry that the unit asked to shut its manufacturing facility as well, viewers. Getting some breaking coming in. In fact, remember, like I just told you, Uzbekistan government has claimed that Many children, up to 18 children, have died after allegedly consuming a cough syrup that was made in India. And this development has come months after Gambia had claimed cough syrups made in India were responsible for the death of 69 children. Right now, India has gone ahead, according to our sources. They have sought a detailed report from Uzbekistan on the children who died due to the drug overdose, and an inquiry has been launched as well. Let's go to Piyush Ori. Piyush, a very good morning to you, very good afternoon to you, in fact. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's happening right now. India right now going ahead, they're seeking a detailed report. And, it's very important at this point of time to understand what really happened. India taking the first step, according to our sources, trying to understand how did this happen in the first place? What really went wrong?
So yes, good afternoon Shivangi, and good afternoon to all our viewers who are seeing us at the moment. And yes, this is a very serious and a very distressing news that has come from Uzbekistan, where reportedly 18 children died after consuming a cough syrup that was actually being made by a pharmaceutical company over here in India. Now let me just tell you about this company. This company is Marion Biotech. This has been run by a person named as Sachin Jain. So this pharmaceutical company was exporting its cough syrups in several countries, which also included Uzbekistan. Now, we had a word with some of the employees of this company, and what we have been told is that this may seem to be a conspiracy because there has been proper inspection which has been going on, and the company has been exporting its medicines to several other countries for more than 20 years. So what we have been told is that this is a conspiracy, but there being a serious lapses with 18 children dying, now the Indian authorities have stood up and taken notice and have directed this company to stop its manufacturing as well as export. So now it is going to be interesting to see of what further action may be taken against this company and its promoters in the due course of time. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush, right, Piyush. So India has launched a probe right now. A probe has been launched. An inquiry has been launched. India taking the first step to understand what happened. But Piyush, at the same time, we know that the manufacturing of this particular cough syrup has been halted, isn't it?
So you rightly said, Shivangi, that the manufacturing of this cough syrup has been halted, and this came immediately after it was reported from Uzbekistan that 18 children reportedly dying after consuming this cough syrup. So now, yes, the Indian authorities have stood up. They have taken cognizance of this very serious and very distressing news that has reportedly come from Uzbekistan, and they have directed this pharmaceutical company to stop the manufacturing of the cough syrup, and the inquiry now is being initiated by several authorities to see that was there any lapses in the manufacturing and also the distribution of this cough syrup that may have resulted in the death of 18 children in Uzbekistan. This matter has become even more serious because several leaders of the Congress party, that also includes Jairam Ramesh, has also made a damning allegation and has said that India's reputation of being the pharmacy capital gets affected by these kind of incidents. So yes, not only credibility-wise, but also politically, this issue now has become very sensitive for the government. And as I said, it is going to be interesting to see in the due course of time that what action will be initiated against these firms which exports and manufactures these drugs to foreign countries. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush, hold on for a second because we have a lot of reactions coming in, and let's have a look and listen to what the legal head of Marion Biotech. Now that is the company, that is the manufacturing unit of this cough syrup. Let's play out that soundbite.
तो हमें भी अफसोस है कहते हैं अब किस वजह से डेथ हुआ अभी जो है गवर्नमेंट यहाँ इंक्वायरी कर रही है अंडर इन्वेस्टिगेशन है जो रिपोर्ट आएगी उसके बाद जो है रिपोर्ट आने के बाद जो है सही चीज़ें मालूम होंगी हमारी तरफ से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है हमने
पहले भी देखा था कि जामिया में भी 70 बच्चों की डेथ हुई थी आप ही की दवाई से लेकिन
नहीं हमारे मेडिसिन नहीं थे कोई जो है तो जामिया वाले कोई इशू नहीं है
Right, all right. So we heard that soundbite of the legal head as well. Let's go back to Piyush. Now, Piyush, take us a little bit through exactly what is happening when it comes to the inquiry. What is happening? Because we know the inquiry is being conducted by the team of Central Drug Standard Control Organization. And what will they really be looking at this point of time?
So you rightly said, Shivangi, that the inquiry as of now is being conducted by Central Drug Standard Authority, and the main objective of this organization would be to make sure and to see that were there any spurious elements, were there any lapses that were being conducted by this company in manufacturing and also subsequently distributing these pharmaceutical products to foreign countries. So yes, as of now, the authorities have not revealed or they have not divulged what is exactly the process of the investigation. But yes, the investigation has started. The Indian authorities have got in touch with Uzbekistan authorities. They have sought the finer details of what exactly would have led to the death of these 18 children. And now, subsequently, with all the information being gathered, the probe into this pharmaceutical company has formally begun. Back to you in the studio.
Right, Piyush. Well, Piyush, you're getting us top updates right now, and we know number one is that the cough syrups manufacturing has been halted, viewers. Number one, and number two is that India has launched a probe, a detailed report from Uzbekistan on what really happened, what went wrong, and what happened, which led to the death of those 18 children due to drug overdose. Thank you, Piyush. Keep us updated on this story and keep us ahead on the story. This is one story we'll be looking at the entire day. All right, let's go ahead to the other story we're tracking right now. And the other story is what's happening in the Tunisha death mystery. Now, we're getting in a lead in Tunisha death mystery. More than 21 statements have been recorded by the police in Tunisha's suicide case. 2 women's statement has also been recorded, viewers. 2 women's statement has also been recorded at the police station. Most likely one of them could be the secret girlfriend. The police is not revealing the details of them as of now, although the police say that they are from the friend circle of Tunisha and Shizan. All right, let's go back to Sandeep. Sandeep is keeping us ahead on the story. Sandeep is getting us all the details. Now, Sandeep, this is a very interesting development which is coming right now because the mother of Tunisha has said again and again that there was another girl involved in the picture and Shizan was using Tunisha. So, is it a possibility, and of course we are wondering that, is it a possibility that one of the women who are being interrogated right now is the secret girlfriend of Shizan?
See, Shivangi, at this point of time, these 2 women's identity is in fact not being revealed by Walif police, although the police emphasizes on the fact that they say that they are from the friend circle. Although, in fact, another source from the police department mentions that they are in relation with Shizan Khan. So there is yet not any clarity in regards of whether these 2 women are directly connected to Tunisha or Shizan, or one of them is the secret girlfriend. But yes, their statement is being in fact recorded out here at the Walif police station. And we will try to in fact find out who these women are, what their roles are in this case. But so far, more than 21 people's statement has been in fact recorded by Walif police. And at this point of time, what we have been told that the uncle of Tunisha Sharma, he is in fact being summoned, and in fact the maternal auntie of Tunisha Sharma will also be, in fact, her statement also will be recorded out here at the Walip police station. And one of the crucial, one of the important, person in this case is the driver. The driver who used to be always with the Tunisha Sharma. He knew a lot of things about Tunisha and Cezanne. And in fact, his statement will be one of the most important statement out here. His statement will also be recorded by Walip police once again out here at the Walip police station.
Right. And Sandeep, take us through exactly what is happening at this point of time, because we are getting many statements. Republic TV has spoken to the family members of Tunisha. Republic TV has been speaking to everybody right now. Now, we know that Shazan's custody has been extended so far, but where does the case stand right now? Any new detail, any new interesting comment and statement which has come from the family members which might give a clue to what really happened?
See, Shivangi, at this point of time, everything is revolving around that secret girlfriend, that mysterious woman who Shazan, in fact, was dating at the same point of time when Tunisha was there in the relationship. And in fact, Shazan has deleted all those chats. And in fact, when you go through with the prayer of the remand copy that Walip police put up before the court, the remand copy clearly mentions that Shazan Khan used to, in fact, speak to that woman for more than two hours in a day, every day. So why there was a need to delete this chat, whether it was deleted before Tunisha's suicide or after that? These are some of the questions that needs to be investigated. So as of now, the investigation is underway.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here, Sandeep. And you know what? We are getting many clues as well, and you are getting us top updates, many exclusives. Keep getting them for us and keep us ahead on the story while our viewers get the top updates here. Now, in fact, we're getting some more breaking news coming in. Let's go to the more breaking news coming in right now. And a row has erupted, viewers. A row has erupted right now where Primary and Secondary Education Minister B.C. Nagesh has visited the jail today, Hindalga jail, and paid floral tributes to a portrait of Veer Savarkar. The controversy has erupted over it now, where Congress has questioned as to why Veer Savarkar's portrait was allowed inside the jail. The pro-Hindu organizations had also demanded that a portrait of Veer Savarkar had to be installed at the jail. All right, let's go ahead to Prajwal, is joining us live. Prajwal, we're getting some updates coming in. A fresh row erupting in Karnataka. What is this about? And the Congress hitting out at the tribute to Savarkar, which was paid by the Karnataka minister.
Absolutely, Shivangi, because now we need to understand that, even in jails too, there are only portraits of Gandhi, Baba Saheb, Ambedkar, which is usually put up. But initially in Hindalga jail, because of the fact that Veer Savarkar was imprisoned there for 99 days while he was in jail, many of the pro-Hindu organizations had in fact gone on to demand that his portrait should be installed.
Is that the meeting a lot of pressure the BJP government
all right,
to take the portrait down.
All right, Prajwal, we're getting some problem with your audio line. If you could fix that in the meanwhile, we will come back to you. But let's tell our viewers what is happening right now. What's happening is the Primary and Secondary Education Minister, B.C. Nagesh, had visited the jail and he paid floral tributes to a portrait of Veer Savarkar. Then the controversy has erupted where the Congress has stepped in and the Congress has questioned as to why Veer Savarkar's portrait was allowed inside the jail in the first place. The pro-Hindu organizations have also demanded that a portrait of Veer Savarkar had to be installed at the jail as he was there for 99 days. 99 days. Remember, on 4th April 1950, Savarkar was arrested and detained in that jail, in the Hindalga jail, on the eve of the arrival of the Pakistani Prime Minister Liaquat Ali in Delhi for 100 days and released on 13 July 1950. So this is the place, the jail, the Hindalga jail is exactly where he was kept. But right now, while we are seeing that the Primary and Secondary Education Minister B.C. Nagesh had visited that jail today and he had paid floral tributes. You can see the visual on your screen as well, where the Karnataka minister is seen holding flowers and he is paying his tributes to Veer Savarkar. Those visuals on your screen. The Congress has stepped in. The Congress has stepped in. A controversy has erupted over this. The Congress has gone ahead. The Congress has questioned as to why Veer Savarkar's portrait was allowed inside the jail. So they're questioning that why was the portrait inside the jail when Veer Savarkar himself was kept in that same jail. In the same jail. Let's go back to Prajwal. Prajwal, you're back with us. Continue what you were saying. All right, we will try to get back to Prajwal. We're getting some audio line problem, but right now the exclusive visuals on your screen. Remember, viewers, that the Congress is now saying that why is a portrait of Veer Savarkar inside that jail, the same jail where Veer Savarkar was kept and detained, the same jail in 1950, back in 1950, where Veer Savarkar was arrested and detained. The Congress saying that why is his portrait in that jail? Remember that the Congress has earlier objected to his portrait in the Karnataka Assembly. Now the Congress objecting to the portrait of Veer Savarkar in the same jail where Veer Savarkar was detained and arrested. All right, viewers, time to see what else is making news from across India. Police is set to record the statements of Tunisha's uncle and auntie. At the Valev, police are likely to record the statement of Tunisha's mother as well, either tomorrow or for about 20 statements have been recorded in the case so far. A security alert was issued in Bodh Gaya in Bihar amid the visit of the Dalai Lama, with the police searching for a Chinese woman. Police have issued a sketch of the woman identified as Song Xiaonan. Security has been beefed up around the Mahabodhi temple complex, with a screening of devotees being intensified. CRPF now replies back to Rahul Gandhi, stating that the security arrangements have been fully made for Mr. Rahul Gandhi as per guidelines. Advisories based on threat assessment have been issued by the MHA to all stakeholders concerned, including the state governments. Advanced security liaison is also undertaken for every visit. Exposing his own government in the paper leak case, Rajendra Singh has said that the government has failed and protection is being given to paper mafia.
सरकार के कुछ लोग हैं शामिल जो इस पेपर लीक प्रकरण में अंदर तक
इसमें जो सीधा मैं बताऊं, इस मामले के अंदर हमारी एजेंसियों की बिली भिगत के बिना ये नहीं हो सकता।
अच्छा, आप खुद मंत्री हैं और सरकार को खुद कटघरे में खड़ा कर रहे हैं, आप मानते हैं कि हाँ गहलोत
मंत्री क्या करेगा? हम एग्जाम नहीं करा पा रहे, पेपर आउट हो रहे हैं, ये हमारा फेलियर है,
सरकार का फेलियर रहा।
BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla hits out at the Rajasthan minister and the future of the youth are being destroyed. That's what he says.
Minorities for votes in elections, and that they must stop communalizing, stop targeting the majority community. If a Muslim goes to a mosque or a Christian goes to a church, that is okay in the name of secularism. But if a Hindu puts a tilak or goes to a mandir, then under the pseudo-secular policy of the Congress, they are targeted as communal. This kind of double standards should be stopped, is what Mr. A.K. Antony has said.
Fire erupted in the plywood factory in the Kheda region of Gujarat. The fire tenders were rushed to the spot. The cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained and no casualties have been reported so far. Liquor mafia attacked excise department team in Begusarai in Bihar. Several policemen have been injured so far. Trouble has mounted for former MD and CEO of ICICI Bank, Chanda Kochar, her husband Deepak Kochar, and Videocon CEO Venugopal in the loan fraud case. However, according to the latest reports, CBI likely to not seek further custody of Kochars and Dhoot. Viewers, we continue to be live and breaking here. Coming up, big focus on the 3,000 crore loan fraud case as Kochars and Dhoot are produced in court once again.